Hello and welcome to Wedding Secrets with me, Claire. Now firstly, thank you so much for coming onto our video and saying hello. Maybe this is the first video that you've watched from us, or maybe you've watched a few. Either way, it's lovely to meet you. Now, who are we here at Wedding Secrets? In case you haven't heard of us, we are wedding expert industry specialists. We have been helping couples with their big day for over 12 years now. And the one great thing about us here at Wedding Secrets is that we just want to help make your day extra special and run as smooth as possible. Because we all know weddings can be a little bit stressful. Well, at Wedding Secrets, we offer lots and lots of videos, we do interviews, we even have our amazing wedding summits. So do check out our website, look for some more of our videos, and yeah, have a good browse around. We've got something for every bride and groom on there. So today's video, what's it going to be all about? Well, it's a really nice topic today. Today it's footwear. Now, I know this might not seem like something that you've thought about yet, but for many of us ladies, it's a pretty big question, and I've got lots of friends who've got married and have the really hard decision, do I go flats or do I go for heels? So here at Wedding Secrets, what we've done, we've put together what we think are the best 5 different options for footwear. Give you a few ideas that maybe you've not thought about yet, and maybe you could think, yeah, Claire, that's a good idea, that could work for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the 5 different ones. I'm going to tell you what they are and why there's something to consider, and then at the end I'll go through all the options again, and yeah, definitely take notes as you go. Right, so let's get started. Now, footwear. We do suggest choosing your dress first, and then once you've got your dress, you'll get a bit more of an idea of, do you need to be raised up due to the height of the dress, or can you be flexible? And also, when choosing shoes, we have to think about location. I know here at Wedding Secrets, myself and the rest of the team, we've been to some amazing weddings. Locations. We have been to sandy beaches, we have been on really steep high walks, we've been on marble floors. So before I start running through the options of different footwear, the one thing that I really want to say is think about your location. Where are you going to be? Because let's be honest, when you are a bride, you're going to be on your feet for the whole day. So comfort as well as style, that's where you've got to try and get the mix. You've got to try and get that right balance. So for example, when let's say a more traditional style wedding in a ballroom type setting, that's marble floors. Marble floors are lovely. However, towards the end of the day, you're really going to start feeling, do you know the burning at the ball of the foot? Yeah, you're going to start feeling that. And let's say there is a beach wedding and you're going to be walking around on the beach. It's not too comfortable in high heels, and I know that from experience. So you might need to be a bit more alternative. And one thing I always say, if you are going to wear heels, why not take some flats with you as well? Why not? Because, I don't know about some of you girls, but on a night out, I have taken flip-flops before. So you've really got to think about, yes, you need to think about, do I need to bring my height up due to my outfit that I'm wearing? Or, can I keep it low? Is it going to be flats? Is it going to be heels? Or maybe something in between? So I shall start with our options. And again, hopefully this might spark something that you've not thought about. Now, our first recommended shoe for you to think about is a slingback shoe. Now, for those of you who haven't seen these before, it can be any style of shoe, however the back is open so the heel is on show, and it's just a very simple strap that goes round. Now, the reason why this is something to definitely think about is it gives an elegance. Now you can have a smaller Cuban style heel, you can have the larger heels, or you can have it flat. If you are going for a flat option, a slick back is really nice because it still looks really elegant. And you know, Charlotte Mills, perfect example, she does a beautiful, beautiful pearl styled one, and it just gives it that touch of elegance, yet your comfort is there. Now girls, I don't know about you, but sometimes on a night out, the shoe around the side, it really rubs on the back of the foot. So we're not even talking about the ball, we're talking about the back of the foot. So the great thing with that design of shoe is you can loosen it to your own size. So maybe you might have it a bit tighter during the day, during the service, then on the evening, you can relax it a little bit. So that's just a different type of shoe that maybe you don't normally wear, but just to give you something to think about. Right, our next one. Oh, right, this is one of my favorite shoes. And I just think, I don't understand why more brides don't. A sandal, right? Now, when I say sandal, do not think of a plain and boring sandal. I'm talking about a beautiful, embellished sandal. You must have seen them. I've seen them in shops, in high-end shops. I've seen them in your Primarks. So just think of a very basic sandal, a strap sandal, but it's the embellishment, and there are some, especially around summer, some beautifully designed sandals. I know I have a pair from New Look, and they're just gorgeous. You can have ones with sort of really delicate flowers on them. I actually have some with rose golden, you get some with peaches, with pinks. And I just think for a bride who might be getting married abroad, who might be getting married on the beach, or who doesn't need to necessarily worry too much about height, and you want a comfortable yet really pretty shoe for the day, I just think that sandals are definitely something to consider. Because I know when I go out in summer, and if I do have a long dress on, I won't necessarily wear a heel, I'll just wear a beautiful sandal. So that's a bit of a different idea for you. Right, next on our list is the pointed shoes. I know. Now, some ladies do wear a pointed end heel anyway on a regular basis, whereas others don't. Now, the great thing with this type of shoe, if you are going to go for a flat, which is completely understandable, you still want a flat shoe that has elegance. And by having a pointed toe closed heel, it just gives it that little touch of still wedding, and you get them in the most beautiful sort of satin fabrics. You can get them with the gorgeous sparkles on the front, the little embellishments, and you know, because at the end of the day, yes, it is comfort, but you want to feel nice. You know, this is your big day, you're wearing something special, and sometimes wearing a shoe that is not what you normally wear, and that pointed edge, especially when you're walking, and the point, the tip of it, can just be seen from under the dress. Honestly, it just looks so elegant. Right, so we've talked about pointed shoes, embellished sandals, and of course we've talked about slick backs. My next one, okay, this for me is always a beautiful option. It is one of your peep toe shoes. Now, I don't know about you girls, but I have lots of peep shoes. So for those of you who don't quite know what they are, it's basically can be a flat, or it can be a heel, short or long, but it means where the toe is, it's open, and you just can, well, as the name says, peep. So you can just see a few of your toes there. And again, the reason why this has made the list is if you do have a summer wedding, or perhaps you do have the dress that can give you that option for a bit of toe to be seen, it's just so pretty. It looks so pretty. And girls, when you are getting married, many of us do have our nails and our toes done. And I always think, why let your toes go to waste when you've just had pedicure and manicure? Show a bit of toe. But again, one thing that I do think, especially with an open toe, many brides go for a ballet pump. a very basic ballet pump. And don't get me wrong, comfort-wise, ballet pumps are incredible. But I don't always think that unless you find the right one, there's not that elegance in it. Whereas if you do keep the peep toe, there is that little hint of, ooh. So that's a really good option. Right, my final one, which I would say if I was getting married here in the UK, would definitely be my go-to, is a block heel. Now, when we talk about high heels, because in honesty, I like wearing a high heel. I feel that my posture is better. I feel like my height is raised. I'm quite small. I'm only 5'3" as it is. And I just feel more glamorous in a heel. However, when we talk about a stiletto heel, so that's the very thin ones, the problem is when you are on your feet all day in a stiletto heel, and even a heel that doesn't have the platform raised on the bottom, there's a certain amount of pain. And I think you know what I'm talking about. It's painful, it's very painful. And where you actually get the pain is in the ball of the foot, because you think that ball, especially if you've not got that padded platform, is on a hard surface all day, and that bone is just being pressed and pressed. And the reason why all this tension is all on the ball of the foot is because if you have a stiletto heel, you know, you think that's not really going to be supporting much. Most of it's going to come from the ball of the foot. So with a block heel at the back has a much wider and a much thicker back supportive part. So it eases a bit of pressure off the ball of the foot. It's got a larger surface area because it's a bit thicker. So when it comes to, you know, trips and falls and little slips, it's a lot less likely to do that. But yet the great thing about the block heel is it still raises you up and it still gives you that elegance, just in a much better, wider spreaded area, if that makes sense. So there are top tips for when it comes to footwear for a wedding. But the one thing that I really want to say is, you know, go with what you like. What do you like to wear when you're in a night out and you know you've got to be walking all night? Do you like a stiletto? Then go for a stiletto. Do you like a block heel? Or maybe you just do want a flat, but you're trying to find something a little bit special or a little bit glamorous. The main thing is comfort and for you to feel your best on your big day. So maybe you're an early planner and you already know exactly what kind of shoe you want. Or maybe you came to watch our video to get some different ideas. Well, whichever it is, we hope that you find the right shoe for you. Oh, it's very Cinderella, isn't it? Oh, but don't leave your shoe on the stairs at the clock of midnight. You'll never get it back. Right, so have a look at some of the rest of our videos. We've got videos on floristry, we've got videos on dresses, makeup advice, different ways of gifting your bridesmaids, bridesmaids' duties, groomsmen. Have a good scroll through and do not forget to like this video, give us a comment, or maybe if you've got any questions, pop us a little question in the box and we'll get back to you. And keep your eye, we have much more videos coming. We're on all of social media, and of course, go on our website, see what else we've got to have a nosy at. In the meantime, best of luck planning for your big day.